Williamstown Braves football. We're live here on BFA Sports at Williamstown, where the Braves will host the Cherokee Chiefs, coming in at 2-2. The Braves at 1-4. I'm Chris Losey with Coffee Jones. If there's ever a time to win a football game, now would be a good time.
Well, you've seen the weather kind of calm down and looks a little ugly out here. I'm pretty sure it was not a very fun week of practice. When you lose to your rivals, when you've lost 3 in a row, there's some heads that are going to roll. And right now, tonight, I got to call out everybody on this Williamstown program. You're better than this. I think they'll show it. I think they'll execute. I think they'll fix the mistakes and play their heart out here tonight to try to get a victory and get off this 3-game skid.
It's going to get even tougher. There's some injury news, which we won't divulge, but you'll see by not seeing players on the field. We may get into that later on. It's going to make it a little challenging for the Braves tonight. Meanwhile, for Cherokee, this is a team that's come off a quality win. They've beaten St. Augustine. They're 2-0 in this American division, and they're looking up.
They're a tough team, and they're not going to worry about the Braves licking their wounds, the injuries, or anything that you have to worry about. This home crowd is going to have to pick up this defense, because they've been playing fairly well. But offensively, you got to eliminate the mistakes, execute, stop making the silly penalties, put some points on the board, and you'll be fine here Friday night.
The weather is getting worse by the minute. Right now it's about 56 degrees and the rain has started. So when we come back, we'll have kickoff and what would be a most exciting and interesting weather night here in Williamstown. It's the Braves and the Chiefs. It's coming up live here on BFA.
The Claridge Hotel has been around for a number of years. Here at Park Place in the world-famous Atlantic City Boardwalk, just steps away from the beach. So we've had a number of people come through our doors, each with their own style and taste, which is why they chose the Claridge to take their visit to new heights. Book your getaway today at claridge.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Make this your best season ever with Game Changer's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago, and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Raindrops falling in the background. You hear the national anthem here tonight in Williamstown as the Braves and the Chiefs getting ready to kick it off tonight again. Williamstown 1-4, as Coffey mentioned. Need a win tonight, going up against the 2-2 Chiefs, and for Brian Glatz and his Cherokee Chiefs. As I mentioned, they've got 2 quality wins on their schedule, and one of them is a win at St. Augustine. They're no slouch, Coffey.
Chris, that's better than a quality win. That's an amazing win. That's a season-defining win. If you could find a way to turn the corner and get your team heading towards the right direction as we get into October, starting tomorrow, you're going to be looking at some of these teams trying to build their points and their resumes for the state playoffs. And this is a force to be reckoned with the Chiefs. On the other side, Williamstown got to play sound football. You can't make the mistakes, can't turn the football over. Penalty, sound-free football, the way they attack on defense, you'll be just fine tonight, but it starts mentally.
By the way, that other victory was last week against Shawnee. They won 21-14. So they are, again, coming in a hot streak, 2 straight in the division, and that means a lot come playoff time.
So right now we're going to see Williamstown with the decision to take the ball first on offense, being aggressive. I told you, there's going to be a lot of changes from this week. When you lose to a rival, things are not the same. It's not going to be as easy as it was in previous weeks. You're going to hit the ground running. They're going to try to switch it up and be aggressive and get the ball first and score first here.
Tom Pajic will kick. And on a cold night in Williamstown, and this one's going to go into the end zone. Julian Noel might have got a hand on it, but it is a touchback. So we will see the Brave offense. They are in the black top and the blue pants tonight. At the 20-yard line, Drew Craig at quarterback. So I guess we can mention it now because we saw assistant coach Wade Inge before the game, and we asked him if it was official. He said, yep. I said, is it okay if we announce it? He said, well, they're going to know in a hurry. No Zach Zerby tonight. Lower body injury. No other details. We'll keep you posted on that. So difficult task made a little bit tougher. And right off the bat, Craig screens Noel near side. It's good enough for a first down. It's out across the 30-yard line.
And Julian Noel starts the game off with a quick reception. He was the Williamstown choice for player of the game, well, not the choice of the voters for last week in that rival game against against Washington Township.
He got 10 and a first down. At the 30, off the play fake, and that pass just too low for Noel. Or no, that's Harold Hill on the far side, incomplete, second down. By the way, Keyshawn Nixon is in the Brave backfield to start tonight, number 1.
Yeah, right now he's going to be the bell cow in this offensive attack in the running game. You'll see some of the receivers come in to get involved. Harold Hill being one of them, Julian Noel, and those quick screens. Trying to get yards after the catch. However you can get the ball into your playmaker's hands, you got to do that if you're the Williamstown offense.
With Hill in motion. Takes it on the jet on the far side, and Harold Hill breaking out of there. Good run for Harold Hill. He's across midfield. Gain of 22 to the Chief 48.
Well, that's one thing I just talked about. They're going to use the receivers. There's a lot of guys that can tote the rock here. You see Julian Noel in the first play of the game. You see Harold Hill on the jet sweep there. Keyshawn Nixon. Wouldn't be surprised if you see some of these pop passes to their big tight end, Aubrey Green. He's playing out wide at the slot right now. Far side of the screen, the point of that trips formation.
So on first down, there is Nixon. His first tote gets him 3 to the 45-yard line. Wrapped up defensively by Dom DeChurch, number 75. And he's a big, you know what? He should be named after a building. Look how big he is. 2nd and 7 coming up. I think it's no understatement to say that the Braves really want to get off on the right track tonight.
Of course,
get some points early on.
Can't keep playing from behind like they have been doing.
Aubrey Green in motion. We've got a flag, and this one's going to go against Williamstown. Jim Conroy, our referee tonight. who elected to go with the long sleeves, and a wise decision, my friend. So from 2nd and 8, it's now 2nd and 13. The ball back near midfield. You know what I didn't do yet, and I forgot to do it, and I'm going to do it right now. Game time temperature, 54 degrees. Harold Hill, left side, to the sideline and out of bounds. Pickup of about 5. Brisky on the stop, out of bounds. So with a gain of 4, it'll bring up a 3rd down and 8.
Here's the situation.
Sorry, it's Cameron Birdie. I'm sorry, Cameron Birdie.
No problem. Williamstown with their young quarterback, Drew Craig. Can he make a play in the passing game? It's going to be a passing situation. Unless the coach staff feels this is 4-down territory, and they're going to continue to go for it. Before this rain and this weather gets any uglier, can they make a throw down the field?
So they need the 38 of Cherokee, and they go with the package with the slot to the right. It's Craig going to tuck it under, and he's not going to get it, and he lost the football too. And going the other way are the Chiefs, and this is going to be an easy rabbit and score. Rabbit for Roman Doherty, number 54. About 60 yards down the field, no flags. Cherokee scores first.
Tough situation. I don't know if it's the quarterback draw called, but he looks to the left, to his right, and Drew Craig decides to take the ball up the middle, but as he gets tackled and held up in the pile, they just snatch the ball from him. He's not the biggest guy at the quarterback position. Heads up play, and the Chiefs get on the board first.
61 yards. That's along the lines of a mistake. Usually it's a penalty. Now we've got a flag. Somebody moved up front. And it was the kickers. So now this extra point will be spotted at the 8. But not a good start. One of those Robert and runs, right?
They just made a play. I could tell by the play call that was going to be a 4-down situation. Didn't really pick up a 1 or 2 yards on that play, but the Williamstown confidence they were going to go for it on 4th down. Unfortunately, you turn the football over. The mistakes I talked about has bitten the Braves already.
Tonight's game on BFA is brought to you by nobody. Nobody outdoes the Pizza Hut. Score big deals on stuffed crust pizzas, tasty wings, breadsticks, and more with fast delivery all through the Pizza Hut app at pizzahut.com. Special thanks to the Heron family and their South Jersey Pizza Hut team. Also brought to you by ticksforgood.org. Hey, Coffee, we've got a super way to help your favorite local charity and possibly score 2 tickets to that big game in Arizona in February. Or the Masters in April. Where would you want to go? Yeah.
The Masters.
Yeah, that's right. Head over to ticksforgood.org and check it out. It always feels good to give, but ticketsforgood.org makes it even better. That's ticksforgood.org. And by Ron Jaworski Golf. Philly football legend Ron Jaworski invites you to enjoy a Hall of Fame experience at all 6 of his signature golf courses and wedding venues in South Jersey and Pennsylvania. Don't call a timeout. Hurry up and give the ball to Team Jaws and book your tee time. Plan your big day or get your team together for the big game at ronjaworskigolf.com. Second kickoff from Jackick, and it comes to Noel, and he returns it to the 27. Back on offense go the Braves. It was a 62-yard fumble return officially for Roman Doherty. So it is 7-0. And through the magic of television, it will change in a minute. 2 minutes gone, first quarter, 1st and 10 for the Braves. Again, working from their own 27. See how Craig responds. He starts with a handoff up the middle. That's Nixon, who gets about 1. 2nd down coming up.
Right now, this offense got to find some rhythm and some continuity. I talked about it last week, Chris. Can they put back-to-back drives together? We've seen them every once in a while. They'll go down the field. They'll be methodical. They'll hit the screen game, the running game. They'll make some throws down the field, and they'll put points on the board. Can you do that consistently on back-to-back drives? We're going to see that here tonight.
2nd down, they fake it up the middle, and Noel, but he's got to go through 3 guys and does a nice job of it. He gets up to the 38-yard line before he's finally tackled by Birdie.
Made a great job. Yards after the catch. We talked about a simple screen out to the left side, and you see the rain starting to come down. You see some of these receivers start to take off those gloves because they're somewhat pointless and useless once they get wet. And a good job by Noel getting up the field.
3rd down, and or they gave him the 1st down. They did. They gave him the 1st down right at the marker. So a 1st down for the Braves. Now they're at the 38. Speaking of getting wet, if our sheets get wet anymore here, that window's getting closed. Under 9 minutes and running in the first quarter tonight. Chile Williamstown is our site on BFA. Glad you're with us. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and the BFA Sports crew tonight. Craig over the middle, and he had Lantine. That pass was deflected at the line of scrimmage. And Craig took a dump.
Yeah, he got hit right as he was throwing that ball. Pressure came off of his right side. Tried to hit his receiver on the quick slant, Anthony Lantine, but forcing the incompletion was the defense on the Chiefs.
2nd down and 10. We didn't get who it was that got a hand on it, but I will tell you one thing. On defense for the Chiefs, if there's any possibility, it's Dom DeChurch. Big man right over the center, number 75. Noel on 2nd down, getting to the edge, gets to the 44, so he picked up 7, so to bring up a 3rd down and 3. As he was ridden out of bounds by Evan Breifogel. They used the wrong font. What is that? Breifogel, I'm sorry. Evan Breifogel, number 5. 3rd down and a long 3 for the Braves. They're just at the 45-yard line.
Two backs in the backfield from the Braves. A lot of orange jerseys and white.
And Nixon, and no chance. None. Austin Lenart making the stop from the linebacker spot. 4th down, the Braves are forced to punt.
Yeah, right now there's just no respect for this offensive attack in the passing game of the Braves. You've seen everybody on the Cherokee defense in that front. We're in the backfield. They were coming after and playing run on that 3rd down situation.
Well, you may look at it to say it's a little better than the last drive because, as you've said many times, flipping the field's important. The Braves look like they can do that with Lantine's first punt. And a fair catch at the 28-yard line from Cam Bertie. So 31-yard punt, nothing on the return, and we will see the Cherokee offense for the first time tonight, leading 7-0. Sorry. From the 28, for the first time, we see the Cherokee offense, led by the quarterback Ryan Bender, number 12. That's Luke Brown in the backfield. Instead, it's a handoff to the fullback, Kevin Pecan. And that's a good carry on 1st down. How about 8?
Yeah, there's going to be physical. Try to go right down the middle. Some of those defensive linemen, those studs, Power 5 schools that Williamstown has had in the past, they're not there up front. Got to gang tackle and swarm. 11 white hats and black jerseys to the football.
Managee's on the stop. 2nd down and short. Here's Bender. Not going to get there. He tried the quarterback draw, and it was stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Much better job defensively. Seen Aubrey Green coming in and making that play. Jack Cummings as well.
So now Coach Glatz goes to the sort of no huddle. On third down, they need 2. How about this for Coach Gordon? It'd be a big stop for this defense. Bender almost tripped, but he's going to get it through, and it's a big yarder and a first down up at the 48. And there goes Kevin Pecan again.
See if we can see this replay, because I just think defensively you got to be a little bit smarter. It's 2 tight end formation as we get to the end of the play, but in the beginning you got an unblocked edge defender, an outside linebacker for Williamstown, but he's playing off the ball. He took a step back. You got to attack, try to make a play in the backfield. It's 3rd and 2, clearly a run situation. Played a little passive, and you give up the first down.
10 yards for Pecan. Drive continues for the Chiefs. They're at the 48. Now they're going to try the sweep on the near side, and this is Birdie. Still with room to the 30 and out of bounds at the Brave 23-yard line. Cameron Birdie. Big gain for the Chiefs. They will mark it at the Chief 29. He stepped out of bounds. But still a big gain. 23 yards on that jet sweep. Birdie and Pecan in the backfield.
See this tight formation. That has to say run all day. If you're Harold Hill out the outside, up top, you got to be physical right now.
It's a play fake. Bender's going to throw it for the first time, and that's Birdie across this. He was on the near side. He gets thrown out of bounds. There is a flag. Wasn't sure if he got it, but they got it.
Is that a horse collar, Chris?
Nope. No, just threw him to the ground.
You're our referee in the booth.
Not necessary. I mean, it's one of those 50-50 calls. You don't have to. You could talk to him, but he chose not to. Oh, no, it's a horse collar. That's not right. That's definitely not right. That's not right. Oh, we have that one? If we have that one, you'll see that is definitely not right. Because he went sideways, and you have to go straight down for a horse collar to be called. So from what our vantage point had, that's not a good call, and it's going to put the Chiefs at a 1st and goal with the 7. Bender hands off up the middle. It's Pecan again. He'll get to the 5.
This Williamstown team defensively, a lot of pride since we've been covering them for the past 3-4 seasons. They got to find a way to keep this team out of the end zone, force the field goal stop.
Well, they had a 3rd and 2. Pecan again with Bender. 2nd and goal from the 5. And Pecan gets down to the 2. Tripped up. Mason Brown in the lineup still, wearing the cast. What a job he did, though, in his return last week.
So if you're defense coordinator Ron Gordon, you see these big guys coming in, you got to think 2 tight ends, 2 running backs in the game. This is going to be a power run. Can you sell out and try to get somebody to make a play in the backfield?
Dylan Grau, 71 on the right side. I'd run right behind him.
Harold Hill, he's got to show up. He's a corner. He's going to be unblocked. He's got to show up in this run game as well.
It's Pecan, and he stopped because Mason Brown got the penetration and will force Coach Glatz into a 4th and goal inside the 5. What do you do?
Here's the decision right now. And if I'm Cherokee on the other side, I'm kicking the field goal and taking my points. But right now, if you want to try to send a message, and it's the wrong message, and Williamstown gets a stop, the momentum that the Braves can take from this stop is going to be huge.
Tom Kelly talked about it on the coaches show. Momentum, discipline, one play changes everything. This is the play that could do it.
Full house backfield, tight splits. This is run all day. Be physical.
Pecan, I don't think so. He didn't get there. The Braves with a big stop on 4th down. There's the lift that they need. Can they survive that fumble recovery, a 4th down stop, and now they're back on offense?
Great job up front. You see this defensive line getting low, no push. Jackson Colbert, he's right over the ball. He's in there at the linebacker as well. Just a good job defensively. And I see you. Dominique Malinsky, the 64, he's the one that started it all right in the middle of that defensive line. And the rest of the black shirts get the stop.
So the Braves get the hold. They're at the 1-yard line. And I'm always reminded of the Don Meredith quote on Monday Night Football, 99 yards and a half, Tony Dorsett.
Well, it doesn't get much closer than that without scoring. I mean, you can even go back to Jaws to Mike Quick. They're about 99.9.
Yeah, but that was a winner.
Yeah,
that was
overtime against the Falcons.
Against the Falcons, yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know the success they had the first play of the game last week, 36 yards right from the goal line. Instead, they run, and fortunately, Noel gets out of the end zone.
Yeah, Coach, you got to get out of the shotgun. Nobody's falling for the zone read. That unblocked guy on the edge, he's coming right in the backfield, and you were lucky that your tailback was able to get out of the end zone on that one. You're either going to have to get up on the center, quarterback sneak it, try to get some room, or do something quick because the shotgun runs are very dangerous down here.
6 is Leo Bluestein, who made the tackle on that play. As you mentioned, unblocked, that was him on that one play. No gain, 2nd and 9. Craig from the end zone. Going to throw it after the pump, incomplete. Far side to bring up a 3rd down.
Good job pass protection on that. I watched it. Right tackle, young Mr. Gravener, he did a good job protecting his quarterback, Craig. Decided to climb the pocket, try to make a throw down the left sideline, and it was just incomplete.
Wanted Jordan Foley. So 3rd and 10 at the 1-yard line. If they want to give Lantine any room to punt, they got to get something here.
If I'm Drew Craig, we're not thinking about punting. We're thinking about converting this 1st down.
It's a run from the end zone, and Noel just does get out. He gets out to the 3. Bluestein again on the stop, along with Robbie Schultz, number 9. And so Cherokee's going to get the ball back in excellent field position because the Braves have to punt from the 2-yard line. This will be Lantine's 2nd punt of the night with under 3 minutes to go in the 1st.
He only picked up 1 yard on that drive, but the best part about it was defensively you got the stop and temporarily stop the bleeding.
Lantine with the gloves on. He's not going to get much room. Here come the Chiefs, and they got it. They block it in the end zone. We'll wait for the call. It's a touchdown. We'll check it again, but it looked like Trent Osborne, number 10, got in there first. Right off the left side. Yep, that's who it was. Smothered the kick. The Braves have had some problems blocking on special teams. They had 2 extra points blocked in a row.
It's just assignments. He didn't beat anybody. He was just unblocked right through the B gap, the 2nd gap from the center. The guard stepped down, his tackle didn't as well.
So,
lack of communication.
So the defense for the Chiefs has put their 14 up. 2:27 to go in the 1st. 14-0 Cherokee here on BFA. Tonight's game brought to you by RK Chevrolet Kia Subaru. The best drive of the game is always the ride home, and a brand new or certified ride from our friends at the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Visit the championship RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, RK Subaru team with a quick trip to Delsey Drive in Vineland, or click them up at www.rkautogroup.com. Tonight's game also brought to you by the Claridge Hotel and the View Rooftop Bar in Atlantic City. Amazing views of the ocean, world-famous boardwalk, and the AC Skyline are all in the backdrop while watching the game. Hosting your team meeting or making the big dream wedding a reality. Head over to claridge.com to check out why you should check in today. And by Premier Orthopedic Associates with the convenient locations of 8 in the area. Now on-site physical therapy services. Premier Orthopedic has you covered from discovery to recovery. Call or text their VIP hotline at 856-690-1616. It is 14-0. Cherokee in front. And Pagic will kick for the 3rd time tonight. Driving Noel back all the way to the 2. And he can't even get to the 20. The Chiefs are fired up now. Some extracurricular activity.
They should be. The way their defense, special teams played so far, they should be. I mean, if you're the Williamstown defense, you got to be somewhat proud. The one drive that you gave up, you get a stop on the goal line, but your offense and your special teams right now has to pick it up, play better, play smarter.
Is that a special team score or a defensive score?
Well, if you're doing fantasy, you get both. You get defense and special teams.
How about if we're broadcasting it? What is it? Tell me.
It's not good for our fan base. That's what we'll say.
From the 18, Nixon can only get to the line of scrimmage. And a 2nd and 10 coming up.
And you'll see the loss of a guy like Zach Zerby, the explosiveness that he brings, the physicality in the run game, heck, even in the passing game. We've seen him play quarterback, some of the shotgun plays, throwing the ball a little bit down the field last year. He's got some more weapons he could have used, but his injury is going to be a big void for the Williamstown Braves to fill.
That big line, too, of Gravener, Malinsky, Managis, Cummins, Patterson, the two-way players, making holes there for Dixon. Or Nixon, he is going to be close to the first down there. Going to be short. No, they're going to give it to him. So a first down for the Braves on that carry by Keyshawn Nixon.
I think Dylan Bright came in with a good kick-out block from that offensive line to spring that run and a first down for the Braves.
They trail 14-0 with 2 defensive scores by the Chiefs tonight. Noel off the sweep. Out across the 35. He's to the 36-yard line. Stopped by Brian Mitchell. Not the Brian Mitchell from the Redskins, sorry, from the Commanders and the Eagles.
I was going to say from the Eagles first. You got to call the Eagles first, Chris.
No, he was. I will always remember him being interviewed in the locker room, winning the Super Bowl in Minnesota, and he was saying, 36 grand my first year, it feels good. Can you imagine 36 grand winning the Super Bowl? That was in 1992. Well, let's see. Wait, hold on. It was Super Bowl 26.
You said in Minnesota?
In Minnesota. It was the Bills and the Washington. So we got a minute left. And we have referees.
I think they're trying to get the chains worked out on the far side.
But, yeah, I mean, so let's see. So Super Bowl, let's see, 67 was the first one, right? 66 was first. What are you shaking your head for? You should know all this stuff. Let's see. Come on. All right.
You know, the Eagles went and lost to the Raiders in 80.
Which was 15.
15.
It was actually 81, but it was 15. 11 from that. Very good. Very good. 92. 36 grand now just to show up probably.
Practice squad for 3 weeks.
Is there Noel? Is that a block in the back? Did they throw it, Coffee? Out across midfield, and
I don't like that call.
I think it is.
Julian Noel's tired. He's going to come out of the game.
Here it is. Let's see. Couldn't tell if the flag came from the monitor, but let's see. No, he's off of him, I think.
I'll be honest.
Yeah,
he held him early. When they
Yeah.
threw the flag, it wasn't a hold. But, yes, early on he did hold him. So,
yeah,
you win some, you lose some. You'll take the penalty. That was a late call. Let's just say that.
Yeah, I thought the hold was, I thought the hold was, it may have been a hold. So it's, in other words, the end justifies the means. It might have been a block in the back, but it definitely was a hold. In any event, it was a bad thing. And it's 2nd and 14 back at the 25, and we get another example of how the Braves are shooting themselves in the foot. They're at the 25-yard line. At the pitch, Nixon left side, Can't get outside. That is excellent pursuit for the Chiefs. Austin Lenart called his name before. Did a nice job. 2 yards for Nixon, 3rd and 12. Clock did not stop. So this could be the final play of the first quarter. Tom Kelly's in no hurry to run it. And that'll do it for quarter number 1 here tonight in Williamstown. Chiefs up 14-0 on BFA.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's ultimate rooftop bar, wonderful restaurants, classic guest rooms with ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi, and 100,000 square feet of banquet and convention space for events and the wedding of your dreams. Book at Claridge.com for the best rates and find the best package for your stay. Discover all the Claridge has to offer.
No one out-cheeses, out-meets, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
We open up the second quarter, and it's a very big play for the Braves. 3rd down and 12. Craig's going to do a screen to Noel to get him out in space, and it's good enough for first down and more. Julian Noel out to midfield, a gain of 23, and they needed it.
Big play, simple bubble screen. Got to give credit to the receivers out on the right side that were blocking for him. Good job by Noel getting up the field, turning nothing into something. You see Anthony Lantine, he was one of those receivers, number 88, clearing the way for last week's Williamstown Player of the Game.
Actually, they marked him out of bounds at the 45, but good enough. 17 and a first down on 3rd and 12. That's Noel in motion. It's Craig setting up. Flag is down, and so is Craig. Sacked for the first time tonight. The Chiefs got him back at the 38. Now we'll check the flag.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a hold on the right tackle, Jordan Gravener. So you're already looking at six yards deep at the quarterback position. You cannot drop back that far. Expect your offensive line to press. His back foot is almost hitting at the 10-yard line.
Flag's in the air already.
Yeah, he was already being held, but at the end of the day, there's some NFL tackles that can't block a 10-yard quarterback
It's an
drop.
illegal formation against the Braves that's declined, and it's 2nd down. Can we run that again, Ryan, to the beginning and hold it?
Somebody come up.
Because that's going to show us that there are 5 in the backfield. Let's see if Ryan Schumacher can rack it up for us. All right. In the meantime, the penalty is declined. The sack is good. 7-yard loss, the first sack for the Chief defense. And it'll be 2nd down back at the 38. The marker is the Chief 45. It's Noel taking the pitch, bringing it back to the 40.
All right,
2 yards.
Haven't seen anything down the field. Everything's been lateral for the Braves. Even that gut punch that they used to get in the running game from Zach Zerbe, it's not there anymore. You don't have the power backs. You're going to have to use your speed, athleticism, and some misdirection.
3rd down and 15 at the 40-yard line. It's Foley at the top of the screen. Or at the bottom of the screen, rather. Low snap. Craig rolling out, in trouble, and just fires it away. So not much noise on that drive. They got 1 first down, maybe 2. And now Lantine out the punt for the 3rd time.
Yeah, it's just a struggle offensively. When you get the penalties, you don't get lined up. That's the biggest issue that you got to have with that drive. You get beat for a sack. If you're holding, you're trying to fight. But pre-snap, know where to line up. Know who's off the ball, who's on the ball. Be disciplined.
Aubrey Green off the field, and you can see his disgust. Lantine is standing at the 27. It's a good kick. Fair catch way back at the 14-yard line. My birdie. Tonight's game on BFA Sports is brought to you by the Game Changer, #1 youth and high school sports scoring app in the country. Game Changer continues to be the premier choice to organize team schedules, rosters, and more. The official scoring app of BFA Sports, Game Changer, makes it easy to track player stats, create player highlights, real-time box scores, and more. Be sure to download the new Green app now on your favorite Android or Apple device at gc.com. That's gc.com. And become a premium member today. Game Changer. First down for the Chiefs following a 44-yard punt for Anthony Lantine. First 2 minutes here of the second quarter tonight. Bender on the keeper on first down, and he's to the 27.
Good pull, good decision by the quarterback. And see, that's the element of the shotgun running game that you need to be able to effectively run it, to hold that backside defender from chasing down your running back. With Drew Craig not being as mobile as the quarterback as you've seen in the past. Mason Brown.
Sorry, Clive, that's going to give the Chiefs a first down, and now we've got an injured Brave on the field. It's Mason Brown. So a 10-yard run on the quarterback keeper by Bender. So that's Mason Brown, and we'll check on his condition when we come back. Or we'll stay here. Tonight's game brought to you by Coffee. Nobody?
Nobody.
Look down there, maybe.
I didn't see anybody.
Oh, how about over there?
Nope.
Nobody out Pizzas the Hut. Score big deals on stuffed crust pizzas, tasty wings, breadsticks, or more with fast delivery all through the Pizza Hut app at pizzahut.com. Special thanks to the Heron family and their South Jersey Pizza Hut team. Did you look over there, too? Also brought to you by ticksforgood.org. New sponsor of BFA Sports, high school football tonight. Hey, Coffee. Super way to help your favorite local charity possibly score 2 tickets to that big game in Arizona in February. Or how about the Masters at Augusta? Head over to ticketsforgood.org. That's ticksforgood.org. It always feels good to give, but ticksforgood.org makes it even better. We'll check on Mason Brown when we return. Mason Brown is to the sideline. Checking on his condition. We've got people down there. We'll see if we can get a report on him. Meanwhile, it was a 10-yard run on the keeper by the quarterback Bender, and a first down for the Chiefs. They have the ball at the 27-yard line. Actually, it should be the 28. Bender looks left, throws left. Quick screen. 3 yards.
Right now, this defense.
Joe Wood.
We talked about them on the goal line needing to step up and make a stop. Here, they need to step up and make a stop. We're closing in midway through the second quarter in a little bit. You got to find a way to keep this as a 2-score ball game till your offense can figure it out.
6 yards for Jake Wood, a 2nd down and 4. Handoff Pecan up the middle. He's got room. Across midfield. 16 for Pecan, 1st down Cherokee. They already lead 14-0, and on the move again.
Yeah, right now, there's offense just running the football and doing what they want. Pretty solid offensive line push on those last couple of plays for the Chiefs.
Braves need a stop here. 1st down, Pecan again, and he'll get to the 43, dragged down by Keaton Ocello.
You see him holding on to the football because you see some of those defenders for the Braves tugging at it, trying to make a turnover, trying to make something happen.
We just heard the baseball tonight theme. No Phillies baseball tonight. Rained out, 2nd game of a doubleheader in Washington. They did win the 1st one, though. On 2nd and 4, it's Pecan again, left side, 1st down, inside the 35 to the 34.
Another 1st down.
You know, I think it's Passon, not Pecan. Let's go with Passon. There he is, 17, Kevin Passon. He's having a good game. Well, Passon has a 1st down at the 34. So our apologies to the Passon family. This is Bender going to keep this one. How about Ryan Bender to the 25 and a gain of 9. Just can't stop the run right now, Coffee.
They pull big Dylan Gray around number 71. He leads the way on that quarterback run. This is just an offensive attack that's being physical, taking time off the clock.
Indeed. Second and short. Birdie's going to throw it from the backfield, and it is incomplete. And he had a man down there, Jake Zabricki. Nice design here, Coffee.
Yeah, as physical as you've been, you got the trips to the left side. You send a guy in motion. Go with a double pass play. Good job getting the arm in there by Julian Noel, making the play, not giving up on it. Eliminating the touchdown opportunity.
3rd and short at the 27. Passon, that's a 1st down up the left side to the 21. Noel makes the stop, but moving the chains for the Chiefs with 7:50 to go here in the 2nd. And they look like they're going to move in again.
It's the one spot that the Williamstown defense has shined when they're packed up. You don't have to worry about receivers getting behind you. You're in the red zone area. You play a little tighter defensively and in the secondary. And up front, this front seven's got to figure out a way to get physical, get the backfield to stop the run.
At the 21 on 1st down. Passon left side. Good block, too, on the left side. Did you see Andrew Geisenheimer? 72 on the left side. We have that again. Watch this block. Watch 72. You knew it was on the left side. 75. Nope. Dom DeChurch. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5 at the 16. Straight ahead for Passon. He will be short and bring up a 3rd down and a yard. Cummins is slow to get up for the Braves. And he is not getting up.
They're going to stop it, and Jack Cummings is not going to be on the field. One of the better players on defense for the Braves for this 3rd and short situation.
So if you are Coach Gordon now on the defensive side, what do you do? I mean, do you try something different?
Yeah, you got to throw the kitchen sink at this one because the Chiefs right now, they're decided to be physical. You see pick 71 right there. They're starting right tackle. Wouldn't be surprised. They just line up.
I would.
Call any play with an even number, 2, 4, 6. That's all to the right side and running behind pick 71.
At what point, when you have struggles stopping the run, do you try to force the pass by putting 8 in the box and 9 in the box?
8, and you got to blitz them. I mean, at the end of the day, this is an undersized defense. They play hard. They play bigger than what they may list for their combine stats. But for right now, if you get a hat on a hat, these guys are just engulfing each defender and making headway in the running game.
Jack Cummins still down. We'll take a break. Nope, maybe not. There we are. Okay. I'm Chris. That's Coffee. And the Braves are down 14-0 in a game that they really need to have tonight. 2 defensive scores for the Chiefs. Ill-advised penalty here again. It's like the same script each week.
And the problem is they took the ball to start the game to try to be aggressive to avoid getting behind. But you get the turnover on the open series. You give up 7 points on a block punt. And before you know it, you're down 2 scores, and you're bleeding still because they're looking to put up a 3rd score and try to put a nail in the coffin for the Chiefs in this first half.
And to add injury to the insult right now, Jack Cummins is still down on the turf as we check on his condition. But it's a 3rd down and short, and I like the blitz part too.
Yeah, you got to find a way to be aggressive defensively, but we'll see after we come back if the Williamstown defense can hold.
That is Jack Cummins off to the sideline. That's a good sign. Meanwhile, back to action. 3rd and 2 for Bender and the Chiefs. From the 14. Passon won't get it.
Keaton Ocello, good job. You seen to start the play off. Come off the edge. Alexander Holloman, number 20. He forces the running back to stay inside. And Ocello makes the tackle to bring up a 4th down. Can this defense hold again?
It's 4th and 2. Did the Braves jump? Did they go in? Now they're going to talk about this one.
They didn't get in the neutral zone.
Those are the officials getting together, and that's exactly what they're going to talk about right now. Offense, yep, so they're going to go with a false start. So that makes Coffee happy. Coffee?
Right now, you had to understand, these are the mistakes you've made in the past, giving up free first downs.
Who's going to move? Who's going to move? Who's going to move? Nobody. Unless the ball. Nobody moved unless it was the ball. But the 4th and 2 becomes a 4th and 7. It's back at the 19. And they haven't had to, but Ryan Bender's not put the ball up yet tonight, completing, other than like the short stuff.
Right now, Williamstown was struggling to get lined up as they're looking to the side.
Now what? I think we got a timeout. Coach Glatz calls his first timeout with 6:13 to go in the second. The scene tonight in Williamstown. That's where we are tonight as VFA presents the Braves. Tonight's game brought to you by Ron Jaworski Golf, Philly football legend. Ron Jaworski invites you to enjoy a Hall of Fame experience at all 6 of his signature golf courses and wedding venues in South Jersey and Pennsylvania. Don't call a timeout. Hit Jaws up. There goes the script. Hurry up and give the ball to Team Jaws to book your tee time. Plan your big day or get your team together for the big game at ronjaworskigolf.com. And don't tell me it never happened to Jaws before.
Got to have fun with it. Talk about planning your big day. They had a wedding in Valley Brook. I was there earlier. My daughter Kelsey was working. They had some fun.
It's 4th and 7 following the timeout. They need the 12-yard line, and Bender chased out, gets away from one. It's in the end zone, but it's not Canada, so it's out of bounds, and another 4th down stop for the Braves. A flag is down. A flag is down. So Conroy. Well, it's a hold on the offense, so it'll be declined. So, yes, Coffee, the Braves got their 2nd defensive stop on 4th down. And they take it. See if we can spot the hold on the line of scrimmage.
And just when you count them out, the defense holds again. Great move on the inside pass rush. I think it was Aubrey Green, yes, number 9. He forces the quarterback to roll out to the right. The incomplete pass goes out of bounds anyway. And the Braves keep it manageable. 14-point deficit. You got 6 minutes. Can you go down and get a touchdown, Mr. Craig?
Aiden Edelson was guilty of the hold. So the Braves do get the stop, and they take over on downs at their own 12. Julian Noel has been flashy tonight, moving the ball, but not north and south. In the meantime, Nixon is caught in the backfield. So that's a loss on the play. So good penetration for the Chiefs on defense. Roman Doherty got in there first. Doherty's got the 62-yard fumble return, the first score of the game tonight. Under 6 minutes to play here in the second. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the BFA Sports crew tonight. Chilly Williamstown is the site. 51 degrees and dropping, not to mention the wind in the booth. It's a loss of 3 on the Nixon carry, 2nd down and 13. Whistles, flag again. And you can see the frustration from the Braves. Mike Manages. Is it on him? First and 13 is, or 2nd and 13 is now 2nd and 18. And the rain is getting steadier.
Yeah, it's coming down, so it's going to make it a little more tough for this offense to take some shots down the field, but you still got to try it. You got to be aggressive and back this defense up, because right now they know everything is going lateral for the Braves offense.
Craig is at the 5-yard line. He's going to throw this ball from the 2. Deep ball, it's too far, and it's going to get picked at the 40. Intercepted defensively. Evan Breifogel.
Now, I would tell Drew Craig, listen, you can make this play on 3rd and long, even though you got a missed hold on the right tackle. Again, you got to move your feet, big fella. 3rd and long, you can make that play and consider that a punt out of your own end zone. But on 2nd down, be a little more safe with the football.
Yep.
Try to check it down, and then on 3rd down, you take your shots when you have to.
The turnover comes with 4:48 left here in the half. Chiefs have 2 timeouts left. And Bender goes right back on offense at the Williamstown 42. It's passing, and nobody's touched him for 20 yards. Passing gets all the way down to the 21-yard line. 22 for Passon. He is at 86 on the night. And a 1st down, Cherokee.
They just go right up the gut, and you see they're back on the football. With the rain coming down with a 2-score lead, I don't see them putting this football in the air. They're going to run it, run the rest of this clock out, and they know the Chiefs are going to get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
So if you're Coach Glatz, you're in the driver's seat in more ways than one. from the 21. Why not? Passing again, left side, breaking three, but there's a flag. And he's down to the 10-yard line, but we'll check the marker. Usually in the area of where there's a hold by the offense. And Mr. Conroy, it is a hold by the offense.
Julian Noel has definitely come to play tonight. He can't get anything going offensively, but on defense, he's hustling his tail off. See, good kick-out block on Brown there.
You want to give it to Geisenheimer again, 72? He twisted and turned Malinsky around. Did you see that? That's what I had. So in any event, penalty puts the ball back to the 25. So it's first down and about 13.
So on defense, the Braves are right where they want to be with their backs in the red zone at the goal line.
Yeah.
Goal to goal, red zone scoring situation is where they're playing their best football here tonight.
Here's Bender on first down. He's going to throw it. Dumps it off underneath. Birdie gets about 6 out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Run out by Mark Williams.
Had a big tight end snuck right behind Jackson Colbert, just on a crossing route. Got to be able to stay together on your man-to-man coverage responsibilities. They lost him there, and he picks up about half of the yards of the penalty back.
So it's second down, about 7, you think, Coffee? We're at the 18-yard line. Chiefs up 14-0. Looking for more. Haven't scored on offense yet. Passing. He won't do it. Stopped immediately. There's Ocello again.
Carries again, 44. Like I said, undersized, but he's going to play hard. See Dominique Malinsky, he's tapping that helmet saying he needs a break, coach. Get me out of here, but you gotta fight through. That old Gatorade commercial, is it in you? The team needs you right now. Your back's against the wall. You're down 2 scores. Let's go, 64. Make a play.
3rd and 7 with 3.5 to go. And that's Aubrey Green into the neutral zone, and that's going to cost the Braves 5. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 1.
Well, the bad news is they're going to get 5 yards. The good news is it's a little added rest for Dom Malinsky. Bringing up this 3rd and short situation. Aubrey Green, if you're going to make a play like that, you better get it back and force this 4th down. See the power formation, 2 tight ends. All the big guys in the formation, 2 running backs. This is 22 personnel. This is physical football right here from Cherokee.
3rd down, a long yard. Passing will get it, and he'll get inside the 5, and it'll be 1st and goal for Cherokee at about the 3.
Just that offensive line on that left side just got a good amount of push. You just seen all yellow pants and white jerseys moving in unison. You don't see anything flashing in the backfield from the black side of the defense.
There's Malinsky rushing off the field with personnel changes. It's 1st and goal. Passan, touchdown. So the Chiefs now have scored on offense.
It's just smart football. Williamstown's not going to crowd the box. They're still going to play that 4 down or 5 down front. They just double team everybody up front, get to seal the edge, and let their running back pick his way across the goal line for the first offensive touchdown for the Chiefs to put them up 3 scores.
So it's a 40-yard drive, couple of penalties. They did it in 3 minutes and 7 seconds, and they're about ready to go up by 21 on Williamstown tonight. You were on offense first, you're moving the ball, and then I guess it was a steal.
Yeah, just strip the quarterback as he's spinning around.
How about that, right? Patrick's kick is good. We've got 2:37 left, and the Braves are down by 21. BFA Sports coverage of the Williamstown Braves high school football season 2022, brought to you by RK Chevrolet, Kia, and Subaru. The best drive of the game is always the ride home, and a brand new or certified ride from our friends at the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Visit the championship RK Chevrolet, Kia, Subaru team with a quick trip to Delsey Drive in Vineland, or click them up at rkautogroup.com. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones at BFA Sports Crew here tonight. Chilly Williamstown. The 1-4 Braves are down by 3 touchdowns to Cherokee. With 2:37 to go, and a quick check of the weather. 52 degrees in the air, and it's about 39 here in the booth. Pagic's kick. Look at the speed coming up by Noel, and he hits the wall at the 27.
He only knows one speed, and that's full speed. You got to respect it by him.
Yep.
I mean, I've been on some bad teams in basketball in high school and still gotten some, all-tournament awards because I'm out there hustling, trying to get my points, trying to get 16 points a game. Well, he's just trying to make a play. You got to respect that from that young man, continuing to play hard, even though your team's not looking too good as a whole.
And no Zerby tonight, so you can't do the Wildcat, which they did in the Lenape game to get him back in the game. So it's on Drew Craig, the sophomore quarterback. He just threw a pick. But he keeps showing some flashes of generalship, if you will. Here's Noel out of bounds. He's going to lose a couple on first down.
Like I said, everybody's eyes are in the backfield. They're watching Julian Noel. No throws down the middle. You didn't hit Aubrey Green or none of your tight end pop passes or none of the things you've done in the past weeks.
You got Jordan Foley. You've got Harold Hill. So you got some options. Let's see if Craig is able to find those options. It was a loss officially of 2, and it's second down and 12. And Craig will come near side. There's Foley to the 30. It's about 5 on that play to bring up a third down, about 7.
Well, right now, Williamstown struggling offensively, throwing the ball down the field. Can't make any mistakes when you're playing a good team. You talk about the Cherokee team going down and beating St. Augustine a few weeks back. Got to be sound in both offense, defense, you can see in your special teams game, and they have it if you're Williamstown.
At the 30. It's Craig, Noel to the 45-yard line. So, fourth down. What does Tom Kelly want to do on 4th down and 2? As it was Roman Doherty on tackle for Cherokee. They're going to go for it. 4th and 2. Craig off the high snap. Close. It's very close. It'll depend on the spot on the run by Noel. There's Conroy taking a look. Does he want the chains? He does. He's going to bring the chains in. I don't know, Coffee.
It's close. It's close enough to measure. You can't tell it from eyeball.
I mean, if they needed any part of the line.
It might be a little bit short from that spot.
But the ball's on the line. If they needed any part of the tick line, then that should be a first down. Because you usually start the series. Well, maybe they did not at the tick line. We'll see. This would be devastating if the Braves don't get this. This would be absolutely devastating. And, oh boy, they got it. Ooh. I thought he was going to pull the game card out, but they gave it to him. First down, Braves at the 37. They'll wind the clock with 1:09. Now, Tom Kelly's got all 3 timeouts. See what he wants to do here. Do you remember that one where Gene Steratore brought a card out and put the card between the ball and the chain? Is that in Oakland? So he does not want to call a timeout. The board has Williamstown with 2 timeouts. No, I'm sorry. They have 3. Okay, they fixed it. Here we go. In the rain, 1st and 10 at the 37. And it's Craig in the pocket. Wanting to set that screen up, and it's Noel, and he got blown up. A gain of only a yard. Ramir Johnson came in and took him out.
And I gotta blame Julian Noel. Your quarterback's short. You got to find a way where you can see him. He can't see you. He kind of knows where you're at in the vicinity. He hangs it up there. You take a shot and get hit in the back. But right there, you got to find the vision in the hole. If you can see his eyes, he can see yours, and he can get you the football.
Timeout number 1 taken by the Braves. Got to get some points here because you have to kick it back to them to start the second half anyway. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Claridge Hotel and the View Rooftop Bar. Amazing views of the ocean, world-famous boardwalk, and the AC skyline are all in the backdrop while watching the game, hosting your team meeting, or making the big dream wedding a reality. Head over to claridge.com and check out why you should check in today. The Claridge Hotel, Atlantic City, sponsoring Williamstown Braves football here on BFA. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the crew is here tonight. Did you hear I did women's volleyball Wednesday?
Really?
That was awesome. It was like a party.
What don't you do, Chris?
Nah.
Women's volleyball, baseball. Come on.
That was good stuff. That was a lot of fun. 2nd and 9, 52 seconds. Craig is going to roll to the right. And he's got a man across midfield. And it's Aubrey Green. And Green has got a big gain of 20. Clock is stopped with 42 seconds. It'll run again on the whistle right.
When they get the chain set, right? Don't run it early.
Now.
Oh, that's too early. The chains aren't even set. What are we doing, Chris?
Because the box is set. That's why.
Oh, wow.
35 and running. Here's Craig rolling out, throws. He's got a man. And it is caught. Did he get out of bounds? Harold Hill, no, he did not. He did not get out of bounds, so Tom Kelly's got to call a timeout. And he does. Harold Hill with the catch and run. And the Braves with their best penetration of the night. They're at the Cherokee 19. 24 seconds left. And 1 timeout left. Tonight's game brought to you by Premier Orthopedics, 8 convenient locations throughout the South Jersey area. And now on-site physical therapy services. Premier Orthopedic has you covered from discovery to recovery. Call or text their VIP hotline now at 856-690-1616 or visit them coffee at POASNJ.com. 24 seconds left. Braves with 1 timeout left. Got to get points here.
And you finally made a couple throws down the field. You did it with putting your quarterback on the move. I don't necessarily like that opinion because it's raining. Your quarterback on the run. He's a little less accurate, just like any other quarterback outside of Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. You're not as accurate as you can be when you set your feet. Throw it down the field. You see Hill make a play. You see Green make a play. Let's take a couple shots at the end zone, try to get some points here to close out the first half.
It took you that long to get a Patrick Mahomes reference in there. He's nice job. Nice job. At the 19, 1 timeout left for Kelly. 24 seconds on the clock. Offense coordinator Nick Seidenberg in there. What do they want to do here? It's been mostly Julian Noel, but now Aubrey Green getting involved, Harold Hill getting involved. That's Hill in motion. It's Craig rolling right, buying time, now throws to the sideline, and it's incomplete. Would have been out of bounds anyway.
It was sloppy from the beginning. I got to be honest. Harold Hill turned up the field before the ball was snapped. That could have been an illegal procedure penalty on the offense. He turned up and was moving towards the line of scrimmage, and I see a flag on the play, and they may have just as well caught that.
Now, this is one where if you're Coach Glatz, I mean, even though, what was the preliminary? Was it an ineligible downfield? No, they're going back more. Then it was not ineligible. It was not ineligible. They went, so 1st and 22, so it had to have been a 10-yard foul, so it might have been a hold or a block in the back. So now you've got 18 seconds left. And now you're 32 yards away. Whistle again, flag. There's going to be a sideline warning on Williamstown. Thrown by the official on the Williamstown sideline. Doesn't have the room. So sideline warning number 1. There is no yards associated with that. It's just a warning. It's just a don't do it again. So 18 seconds left. Here's Craig. Shotgun. Hill is motion. Fake it one way. They give it to Noel. Can't get through that first level, though, and another flag comes in. Tons of flags coming in, much to the chagrin of the Williamstown faithful, particularly that are near the microphone, as Austin Lennart makes the stop on Noel. Here's Conroy again. Hold against the Braves. And he also said we didn't get a number. I read his lips correctly. So now you got 12 seconds left, and another foul takes the Braves back 10 more. They're going in reverse, Coffee.
This is not good.
No, this is not good. I can just imagine what Tom Kelly's going to say in the show next week. We do some good things, and then we just go right backwards. 8 seconds on the clock, and the final timeout taken by Tom Kelly. The new line of scrimmage is the 42, where it's 1st and 32. Have you ever seen the Game Changer app?
Of course.
Oh, it's pretty cool. #1 youth and high school sports scoring app in the country. Game Changer continues to be the premier choice to organize team schedules, rosters, and more. The official scoring app of BFA Sports, Game Changer makes it easy to track player stats, create player highlights, real-time box scores, and more. Be sure to download the new Green app now on your favorite Android or Apple device at gc.com and become a premium member today. You know what it doesn't track, though? Bad calls by the umpires.
In women's volleyball game.
Oh, my God.
For the first time.
That was great. Andrew Jersky's in the booth there, too, and he produced that broadcast. We had a smile on our face from the beginning to the end, didn't we? We had the girls there on the got on the headset. It was fun. Carla Maisto, shout out to you. Atlantic Cape Communities Women's Volleyball. You're not watching, but you should. Here we've got 8 seconds. Braves out of timeouts. 1st and 32 and an empty backfield for Craig, and look out. They're coming to get him. They dump it off underneath. Noel, nothing. And that will take us to the end of the first half. And Austin Leonard with the stop. We have come to the end of 24 minutes tonight in Williamstown. It's been all Cherokee with 2 defensive touchdowns and a rushing touchdown from Kevin Passon. 21-0 Cherokee. Halftime.
We're here at the brand new RK Service Center. We've got to be super excited about all the things that are going on here at RK.
We are. We're super excited. We've been waiting this for a long time. We're very proud of this facility. We are hiring new technicians, so we're offering a $1,500 sign-on bonus. You can check with our managers in terms of the details on that. But along with that, we offer healthcare, dental, eye, 401k with a match, and on it goes.
No better place to look than right here at RK Auto Group.
RKAutogroup.com, but individually for each manufacturer would be myrkchevy.com, myrkkia.com, and myrksubaru.com.
Make this your best season ever with Game Changer's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Trina Listo, a provider here at Premier Orthopedic Associates. As a mom, a coach, and a physician, I take concussions very seriously. If you have concerns that your student athlete may have sustained a concussion, it is always better to rest the player from play and monitor their symptoms and be evaluated. Remember, you don't have to have a direct injury to the head to sustain a concussion. Even a hard blow to the body can cause the brain to rattle inside the skull and create this injury. Having been trained, not just in concussions, but in higher level traumatic brain injury, allows us to help you take the guesswork out of this confusing injury. Remember, concussions are an invisible injury and can have prolonged symptoms, especially if not cared for correctly.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
The Claridge Hotel has been around for a number of years. Here at Park Place and the world-famous Atlantic City Boardwalk, just steps away from the beach. So we've had a number of people come through our doors, each with their own style and taste, which is why they chose the Claridge to take their visit to new heights. Book your getaway today at claridge.com.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut. Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
This is Ron Jaworski. I want to invite everyone to rediscover the excellence and diversity of my 6 championship golf courses. You know what first attracted me to the game of golf? It's the precision it requires at every level. At Ron Jaworski Golf, everything we do centers around you. It's the small touches that make golf so special. That's what drew me in years ago and forever shapes the way I feel about the game. Come enjoy our amazing signature golf courses or go to ronjaworskigolf.com.
Hut, hut.
The Claridge is the best destination to stay and play on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Just steps away from the ocean, the Claridge has it all. The city's ultimate rooftop bar, wonderful restaurants, classic guest rooms with ultra-high-speed Wi-Fi, and 100,000 square feet of banquet and convention space for events and the wedding of your dreams. Book at Claridge.com for the best rates and find the best package for your stay. Discover all the Claridge has to offer.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or out-stuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
We're getting ready to start the second half tonight here in Williamstown. The Braves, you see it on the screen, are in trouble. They're down 21-0 to the Cherokee Chiefs, a Cherokee team that is on a roll. They've won 2 in a row, and they've got a 3-touchdown lead here tonight. And they've done it all 3 times, in all 3 ways. They've done it defense, offense, and special teams. Where do you want to begin?
Where can you begin? It was just bad from the beginning. You take the opening kickoff and you move it probably about just a little bit past midfield, and then you go on 3rd down with a quarterback draw, safe play to not turn the ball over.
And you got the first down.
Thinking you're going to be able to get it on 4th down, and then your quarterback gets stripped, the ball taken from him. Not even a scoop, but it's just a score for the defense. Then you get backed up after your defense makes a great stop on the 1-yard line. You force the punt out of your own end zone. You get the punt blocked. You give up another score. The 3rd one kind of put the nail in the coffin. You get 2 defensive stands inside your own 20-yard line. You should be able to be in the ball game. But right now, the offense is just non-existent for the Braves.
Drew Craig was able to show some signs of good quarterback play with a couple good completions down the field in the last 2 minutes in that 2-minute drill at the end of the half. But then once again, the penalty whammy smoked the Braves.
Yeah, you're looking up. You're sitting there about the 19-yard line with about 12 seconds left, thinking you can throw the ball in the end zone a few times and try to get a score late in the second quarter. But you get 2 back-to-back penalties. You're looking at 1st and 33. You have to burn your last couple timeouts, and you just go in the locker room pretty much deflated. So I'm wondering what this coaching staff, Coach Tom Kelly, is going to try to figure out to get these guys motivated to come out here and just put one drive together defensively and get a stop, and then one drive together offensively to get a score, and then we'll just play football after that.
So it'll be the Braves kicking off to start the second half, and they are flipping them around because Tom Kelly wants to kick away from the scoreboard. You can see the wind. He wants the wind in the 4th quarter, and if we get a shot of the uprights, you can see that wind is howling. I went downstairs at halftime. You did as well. What'd you think?
It's a little chilly. The wind's picking up, and the rain and the moisture that you'll find on the football and some of these receivers' gloves. You can see the track down there shining. It is a very, very cold and slick night here in Williamstown.
So let's go over the scores real quick. There was a 62-yard, officially, 62-yard fumble recovery and return for Roman Doherty. Then it was the blocked punt in the end zone. And then the run by Kevin Passon.
Was it 10? I don't know who blocked the punt or who recovered.
Oh, yeah, 10 blocked the punt. We had him down, too, so we'll get him again because we've got the roster here somewhere. Who do you have for number 10? Who's 10 for them? Do you see it?
Do not.
There. Here it is, Trent Osborne. And I didn't have my glasses on, and I knew that. How about that? All right, here we go. Craig, to start it, 3rd quarter underway. And a bounce. That's a live ball. Picked up at the 3, and this is going to be trouble, I think. And no, Passon's going to come out of it, and he's going to wind up getting 38 yards out to the 40-yard line. He picked that ball up at the 2, and unreal. That's the way it's been, folks, as we welcome you to the booth where it's ice cold. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, and nothing is going right tonight. I mean, you've got a kick that takes 3 hops from the 2-yard line, and now they're at the 40.
And most of the time you'll see the returners, that Deshaun Jackson at the Meadowlands, that bobble, it just slows the return team down. They don't know where you're going. They're expecting you to be on the run, and now they break down their feet, and then you hit the next gear, and you can get a big play off of that. Sometimes it's not as disastrous as you think for the return team.
Amen. Ryan Bender didn't do much, didn't have to do it, just hands off, and this time Passon is stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Take your pick, because Kopachevsky was in there. Nolan Lloyd, 35.
We see Mason Brown, but at the middle of it, Patterson gets unblocked. He kind of holds off on that trap block, and Mason Brown right in the bottom of that pile. Makes a nice play.
Good to see Mason Brown after he came off with an injury late in the first quarter. He's back in action. 2nd and 10, Bender's throw, and it's off a birdie, and it's intercepted. Julian Noel, is it a pick 6 down the sideline? It is a touchdown.
Harold Hill makes the play off the deflection. It started with the defensive stop on the first play in the running game, and you get a little lucky, high throw on the breaking in slant route. Johnny on the spot, Harold Hill takes it the distance and puts the Braves on the board.
Harold Hill, 7, and he's holding his hand. He's holding his wrist, but he goes into the end zone. 45-yard interception return gets the Braves on the board. Boy, did they need that.
And big-time Wade, big-time players step up, and Mr. Hill does it for the Braves and takes it the distance.
A 3rd straight blocked extra point for the Braves in 3 weeks. Unbelievable. 21-6, and apologies because we're at a lower angle tonight, and I couldn't tell if it was 3 or 7. It is Harold Hill.
Well, at the end of the day, got to also mention Aubrey Green, number 9. He comes off the edge, gets his hand up, smart play. You see the quarterback about to throw the ball, get your hands up and try to deflect it. That forced the quarterback to throw it over his head, eventually over his receivers' heads, in the hands of Mr. Hill, and he takes it the distance for 6.
Got a block, though, on these extra points. That's 3 in a row.
Yeah, that kick, Steve, still looked a little bit low. Got to work out this kicking game. You can't have your starting quarterback. He's too much of a stud to be out there trying to kick extra points. I know there's some great soccer players in the area. Somebody's got to be able to make an extra point.
You think it's that easy? They just fall on trees?
I seen Ocho Cinco do it. Somebody can make an extra point. We're not talking about a 40-yarder.
So, tonight's game, folks, is brought to you by the Pizza Hut. Order now at pizzahut.com or download the new app. Breadsticks, stuffed crust, tasty wings at our pizzahut.com app. Download it today. Special thanks to the Heron family and their South Jersey Pizza Hut team. Ed Heron, always a big sponsor of Williamstown football, and we thank him for that. Interception return. Braves get on the board. It's now 21-6. And it'll be Craig kicking off. It'll be Birdie and Passon back deep, and it was Birdie who couldn't handle that pass off his hands right into the arms of Harold Hill.
It seems like both of these teams start the half taking the football and then giving up points in the turnover area, and you see the enthusiasm is already picked up on this special teams unit. Great stop on the kickoff coverage by Joey Kopachevsky.
Birdie going no place. Special teams doing the job, and it's at the 23 for Bender and the Chiefs. And I would think that they would go back to the running game. And if that's the case, and you're Coach Gordon, why not? Why not load the box?
Well, this time it's not as difficult. Excuse me, it's not as easy as you would think. You're up 21. It's like, what do you do? Do you get conservative? Do you run the football, be predictable? Do you try to be aggressive and things like that happen when you throw the football? I think Williamstown's got an opportunity to get back into this game if they can get a stop here.
Ocello looked a little confused.
Yeah, I think he should stay right there in the box. They're not going to throw it out that wide. This looks like a run play on first down. You see they're bringing in their slot receivers and condensing this formation a little bit.
That's Birdie. Bender with 4 to snap it. There's the pitch.
There we go.
And it's another one on the ground, and the Braves have it again. It's Aubrey Green, and he picks it up, and I don't know if he had possession. They're going to blow it dead. Oh, they're going to blow it dead. It's going to be at the 15-yard line. We'll see if Green had possession when he picked up the ball. But guess what? Another defensive gem.
Marcelo just beats the block, gets up there, and just strips the ball right out of Pecan's hands.
Yep, he's down. He is down. Good call. So they're going to mark it at the 15. Sorry, Coffee.
It's just a great play defensively. I said that. It's going to be a run play. He stayed in the box, and defensive coordinator Ron Gordon, he dressed right on that play. Had Ocello blitzing into the backfield on that run blitz. They couldn't get him blocked on that toss, and Williamstown with a gift to start this third quarter.
You hear the fans yelling, don't wait for them, but they won't start it until everybody's set. Right side, off the edge. Noel tripped up. Another place to go.
Drew Craig's going to have to get into this running game. Every defender is coming flying off the edge, right downhill at the running back. They're not falling for any of those fakes. If you're going to run this type of offensive running game, you got to use your quarterback as a weapon, Coach.
Brandon Petrick on the stop for the Chiefs. Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. They are at the 15. Are they gloves? Fake. Craig. End zone. He's picked. Birdie in the end zone. Second interception for Craig tonight.
It's just too predictable. It's just too predictable. Right now, you go first down, you come back on second down, you run the same action into the play action fake. You see the outside linebackers, they just stay up the field. I didn't like the route by Aubrey Green. You got to be faster if you're going to run that route. You were kind of jogging off the football as well. Disappointing, but you had an opportunity right there to get back into the game with one short 20-yard drive, and you give it back to them.
Well, not. You're in scoring territory right off the bat with the turnover, but the Chiefs erase it, and they're back on offense. They are at the 20. It's a touchback. To the ground again. Passing. Lifted up. Jackson Colbert.
Looked like his brother there. Good play on first down. You see some fire out of this defense. They're not quitting.
Is he getting more hair? Not yet. No gain. 2nd down and 10.
Can this defense hold out? At worst, force a punt. If not, get another turnover. You see Ocello, number 44, right there. Can he sneak up and get off that edge? See, right now with one defensive lineman against 3 offensive linemen on that right side of the front for Williamstown, that's dangerous.
Bender to the air. Almost intercepted by Noel in the middle of the field.
There we go. You got another opportunity now. This is a full-on passing situation after they took a shot on 2nd and 10. Good play by Julian Noel, the free safety there, breaking up that pass.
Saw Coach Gordon at the coaches show that we do at Rax every week in Williamstown. Great place, too. Ever eat there?
No, sir, but I have heard some good reviews about it.
And anyway, Coach Gordon said, yeah, we'll see if we can dial up some pressure every now and then. Now's a good time.
I think you should come after him. Don't sit back. Come after him. You see the formation kind of tightening up. If you're Mark Williams at corner, you got to be patient. 2 receivers to your side.
Here they come. Bender rolls out. He's got a catch. It's Birdie, and the move, it gets them the first down to the 32.
Pitch and catch. Roll out to the right side, short side of the field, in front of the sticks, come up and make a tackle.
That's a gain of 15 on that pitch and catch, as Coffey mentioned. Chiefs keep it, move the sticks. They're at the 32. It's funny, he went towards the pressure, too. The pressure came from the left side, and he rolled out that way. Did I miss something?
Not in my account.
High snap, Bender keeps it.
There we
and
go.
Caught from behind. And Jackson Colbert's possessed.
Second tackle for a loss on this drive. That's the aggressiveness we talked about from Ron Gordon and this defense. Thought they got a little bit lax on that last third down play, but they're not going to quit. You still got an opportunity to get a stop, and get the ball back with decent field position.
Yeah, that's a loss of 2 on the play. It's 2nd and 12, and the ball is back at the 30-yard line. Trips to the left in this formation. And a long count from Bender. Quick toss underneath. It's caught. Jake Wood, his second catch of the night. Short gain to the 34. Pickup of 4. Looks like 3rd down and 8 coming up for the Chiefs.
I do respect the play call by Cherokee. Just a quick pop pass as Jordan Gravener gets in the game on the defensive line in this 3rd and long situation. But you see the blitz coming, you just dump it off. You pick up 4 or 5 yards, and now you got a manageable 3rd down situation. I'd like to see a little bit more of that from Drew Craig and this Braves offense. But for right now, you got to focus on getting this stop on 3rd down and forcing the punt.
They are switching the balls out, no doubt because of the weather, and it's deteriorating. Rain is getting heavier. 3rd quarter, 7.5 to go. 3rd down and 8. Bender in trouble. Gets away. Off his back foot. He's got a man wide open down at the 30, and it went right through Wood's hands.
Oh, boy. Great pressure. Great pressure. Defensive line up front did their job. You get the inside pass rush. Everybody comes through. Aubrey Green almost gets him on the ground. Menegas as well, but you lose track of a receiver on the backside. Thankfully, it's raining.
We had a flag. We have unsportsmanlike against Williamstown.
Are you serious?
This is crazy. Now they're still talking, the officials. Cherokee's clapping.
Well, that's not good for Braves fans.
They're going to put this ball at the 50-yard line. And this is going to be a 1st down at the 48. My goodness. What do we got here? We got more officials talking. Now the wing official comes over to the umpire, I guess to get a number. And Tom Kelly just can't believe it. But now it's a 1st down. Following the penalty.
Marcelo's got to go off that edge. Be physical. There we go.
Here he comes. Passon breaks through that. And that's going to be a good gain on 1st down, about 8.
This is the nuances of coaching up some of your players. Don't worry about that quarterback boot right now. They got a 2-score lead. They've just turned it over a couple times. Had a stop there. You got Williamstown. You can consider that another offensive turnover because you had the ball. You're going to force a punt. You give up the unsportsmanlike. But be physical. Go get the backfield.
That's crazy. First of all, you're down 21-6. Why?
Yeah, I didn't see what happened, so I can't even speculate on it. But you got to be smart of whoever it was and whatever you did.
And it's not the first time either. 2nd down, about 2 after the 8-yard gain by Passon. Fullback. Luke Brown, 1st down Cherokee. to the 41. Braves had a chance
twice
to make this very interesting.
Twice.
They got the fumble. They're in the plus 10, 15-yard line. And another Drew Craig interception. But, you know, again, he's a sophomore, good arm strength. He'll get better.
Right now, this defense is going to have to find a way to stop the bleeding. They had an opportunity just a couple plays ago. Can they continue? Jackson Colbert and the rest of these guys in the black shirts to make plays.
1st and 10. Tick down to 6 minutes left here in the third. 21-6, Cherokee in front. Passing, another carry. Big through. And a first down. 11 yards on that run by Passon. He's over 100 for the day.
And they're just going straight downhill. They're not worrying about those guys flying up the field off the edge. Nobody's knifing into the backfield. You got to take a better angle if you're going to blitz off the edge. I'm talking 2 or 3 yards right behind the center. Take that angle and kind of knife inwards, not up the field, because they're just getting physical. They're double-teaming this undersized defensive line of the Braves, and they're getting a lot of push on every single snap.
To the 29. 5.5 to go in the third. Passing again. Cuts back. 6 more yards off the right side. It looks like Coach Glatz fixed whatever was wrong with the run blocking, because they've got 3 really good runs the last time they handed the ball off, and that was 6 yards.
And you got to think about the fatigue factor coming in from this defense. He had an opportunity to get a stop. They've been on the field, which is this entire second half. Short of 2 plays, the 1 run and the interception, this defense has been fighting his tail off in this third quarter.
2nd and 4, passing, tripped up.
Elijah Jones in on the tackle.
Senior Elijah Jones.
It's going to bring up a 3rd down situation. And if I'm predicting, this is run all the way. 2 backs in the backfield for Cherokee.
3rd down 4. Chiefs go without a huddle. Pass in left side. Nope.
There it is.
Tripped up again.
Jackson Colbert in the backfield. Just being aggressive from his linebacker spot. When you see run, go get run. And he made a nice play. He's going to bring up a 4th down. And the offense is staying on the field for Cherokee. Can this Braves defense hold out and bail out their offense yet again?
4th and 4. Chiefs are 1 for 3 on 4th down tonight.
Don't jump off sides.
And Bender just tried to get him to jump, I think. Yeah. And then the timeout from Coach Glatz. I wouldn't have called a timeout. I mean, you're at the 23.
I think they're still going to go for it. They might want to pick a bigger play.
I don't know if Padgett has the distance from 40, but that's what we got right now. And this is probably one of the biggest games or biggest plays of the game. Tonight's game is brought to you by ticksforgood.org. Super way to help your favorite local charity. We've got it. Scoring 2 tickets to that big game in Arizona. We got it. How about the Masters? We got it. Head over to ticksforgood.org. Check it out. Always feels good to give, but ticksforgood.org makes it even better. Ticksforgood.org. And by Ron Jaworski Golf. Don't forget, Philly football legend Ron Jaworski will invite you to enjoy a Hall of Fame experience at all 6 of his signature golf courses and wedding venues in South Jersey and Pennsylvania. Don't call a timeout. Hurry up and give the ball to Team Jaws and book your tee time. Plan your big day or get your team together for the big game at ronjaworskigolf.com. Is he watching tonight? Because he was watching a couple weeks ago.
He watches. He definitely tunes into the Braves. If he is, he's not happy with the quarterback play on either side. But for right now, if you're a defensive coach or a special teams coach, like former Mayor Randy Brown, a good friend of ours, you're excited. This game has been great for defensive and special teams coaches.
Speaking of excited, here it is. 4th and 3 following the Cherokee timeout. They are at the 23. They need the 20.
I'm watching Jackson Colbert. He's got to be the one to make a play.
Play fake. Bender rolls out, and he's going to get the first down. Nobody home on the far side, and Bender's actually going to get a touchdown.
No contain. just disciplined football, keep the contain, who's got the outside leverage. The way this defense lines up, they put their defensive ends inside the tight end. There's no one there. Stop the quarterback on that rollout play.
Bender from 23 yards on the keeper has opened this lead up for Cherokee. And I'm not sure if that's a parent or if that's just a fan.
Who's that?
The one by the microphone, and he needs to be contained. Pagic to make it 28-6. .331 left in the third. We're back with the kickoff on BFA. .28-6, a 23-yard touchdown run by the quarterback Ryan Bender of Cherokee in what looked to be, I guess it's your 14-point swing, right? 7 you don't get, and the 7 they do get.
I mean, yeah, 2 stops. You get the fumble on the toss. Aubrey Green picks it up. You don't get an opportunity to get the stop on defense, force the 4th down. You don't do it there. You bring up another 4th down. Not a loss for words, Chris. This team's better than this.
Noel is from the goal line, and he's coming out to the 17-yard line. Tonight's game brought to you by RK Auto Group. The best drive of the game is always the ride home, and a brand newer certified ride from our friends at the RK Auto Group in Vineland. Visit them at rkautogroup.com. And by the Claridge Hotel and the View Rooftop Bar, with amazing views of the ocean, world-famous boardwalk, and the AC skyline, all in the backdrop while watching the game. Visit them at claridge.com. And by Premier Orthopedics, with 8 convenient locations and now on-site physical therapy services. Go from discovery to recovery with Premier Orthopedic Associates. A 1st and 10 for the Braves, trailing now by 22. And it's a handoff off the near side. Keyshawn Nixon, 5 carries for him tonight. He gets about 2 on that play.
He picks up 2 yards, but that's just something we talk about a guy like Zach Zerby with just his physical size and presence. He runs and carries that pile for about 5 or 6 yards because he's just a bigger back. There's more of a speedier and a shiftier guy in Keyshawn Nixon. Got to find some ways to get him out in open space.
Noel off the edge on the jet, and they're waiting for him. Nowhere to go. Birdie strung it out. Everybody out there for defense for the Chiefs. And a gain of maybe a yard, and it's a 3rd and 7. There just is no room now, Coffee. They got to go down the field.
Yeah, this defense, they're not afraid of anybody running up the middle between the tackles. They're just going to spread out. They got 2 big guys up front. They got a nice-sized defensive line. Everybody's eyes are in the backfield. They're playing run all the way.
3rd and long. Craig tipped, incomplete. Noel got a hand on it. But Brian Mitchell back on coverage as well, and it'll be 4th down, and Lantine out the punt for the 5th time tonight with 2:14 to go.
Well, right now, this offense struggling to get anything going in the last couple of weeks. You've seen their offensive production come down. 28 points at Millville, 14, 1 score last week, and today they've yet to put up any points with the Harold Hill interception return being the only score for the Braves.
Lantine, high and short. Takes a really good Brave bounce and need that. To the 45 of Cherokee. Jeeves back on offense tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by Game Changer and the Game Changer app. You can visit them at gc.com, the official scoring app of BFA Sports.
So right now, defensively, you got to find a way to show some pride. A lot of these guys want to be able to play at the next level, go to college. At the end of the day, the film is still rolling. No matter what the score is, you got to take each play one at a time and try to make it your best. And if you're Williamstown on defense, do the right thing. As I see Mr. Mason Brown, he's up in the defensive front right now.
It's him off the left side, and Passon with another carry, and Passon with a big hole, and Passon still going, dragging people, and then Noel threw him out of bounds. But a gain of about 17 for Passon. And the Chiefs have another first down.
Just a physical running attack. They can go right downhill. They got the bigger backs. It'd be unfair for me to not mention the loss of Zach Zerby for this offense, being able to run, especially in these wet, slippery conditions. It's hard for defenders to try to cut and tackle a back with some size and some power, and right now, Cherokee's got the guy.
Bender keeps. Last run was 23 yards for a touchdown, and this one is going to be 39 for a touchdown. Or is he out of bounds at the 1? He's out of bounds at the 1.
Good hustle by Julian Noel, but the quarterback just read the defensive end on back-to-back plays, and it sucks for Joel LeBron. He's got to make a play. He's unblocked. First time he goes to the quarterback, and the running back cuts it back on him. This time he's a little confused at that mesh point, and just a great pull by an athletic quarterback, and that's the beauty of the zone read offensive scheme. Defensively, you don't know who's going to have the ball on any play.
Passon, touchdown. That's his second carry for a touchdown tonight, and it's a big lead for the Chiefs.
Simple quarterback sneaks to put him over the end zone, but this game looks like it's going to be another loss in the 4th in a row for the Williamstown Braves, because offensively they haven't been able to get any continuity. When your most explosive player is on the sideline in a hoodie, it's going to be an uphill battle from the beginning.
Pagic missed that. That's the only thing going wrong for Cherokee tonight, that and the interception by Bender. 34-6. Okay. Welcome back. We're in the booth. Ever been to the coaches show? Have you been there yet?
Of course I have.
I mean, this year?
Not this year.
This year. So Tom Kelly says each and every week we have to execute. We have to execute. We have to minimize the penalties and the mistakes. They did not minimize the penalties and the mistakes tonight.
Started from the first drive. Get the turnover. You get in the second half. You get an opportunity to make it a one-score game again. Another turnover. Defensively, you get a stop, force a 4th down, penalty, turns the ball back over to their offense. It's just been a snowball effect for the Braves.
Don't get me wrong now. I mean, I'm not faulting in any way the coaching staff, because ultimately it's the players that have to execute. You know, I mean, it's not Tom Kelly's fault.
Well, it got to go both ways. He's going to take the responsibility. He's
Yep.
the head guy.
Yep.
You know how that goes. And knowing the lineage and the pride here at Williamstown, got to take responsibility for how your team performs. And tonight, the offensive production has gone backwards over the last 4 weeks, and you can see it literally in the scoreboard. But the continuity of the penalties have been a problem for the Braves.
So speaking of Tom Kelly, the coaches show here on BFA is Thursday next week. Thursday for the coaches show at Rax Pub and Grill in Williamstown. 7:30. We're on live again at Rax. So you're still vegan?
No.
They have
somewhat.
the best cheesesteak. It's really good. It's really good. So come on out and say hello to us as we do the coaches show. Tom Kelly, some other coaches will be there. We have some surprises usually. Some members of the coaching staff. JV kids came on last week. That's tipped and incomplete. Lantine. And I'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. Clock is stopped with a minute left.
Good
Can I get you to come out this week?
That's good pass protection right there.
Can I get you to come out this week? Where are you Thursday? Oh, wait, Thursday. That's right. You got some NFL action.
I'm always working. Yeah, we got NFL games on Amazon. Have you watched on Amazon yet?
I have.
It's been crazy. I see all the stats and
you like
it's
it?
interactive. I didn't know you can do all of that. I'm
Yeah.
used to just watching the game and listening to Herbert Street and those guys go tell me what's going on, but
he
it's
does
pretty cool.
a great job, and I think that's great that he's able to flip-flop between networks, and that pass tipped away from Aubrey Green. Birdie got a hand on it. That's a good defensive play. 4th down and 8 for the Braves. You know, my good friend Fred Godelli, who was the executive producer of Sunday Night Football on NBC, went over to Amazon with Al Michaels. I texted him a little bit back and forth, and I said, this is like watching a video game. He's like, it's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, they got a good production crew. They got a lot of stars in their pregame show and postgame. Tony Gonzalez, Richard Sherman, Ryan
I'm just going to ask you,
Fitzpatrick.
who's in there? Richard Sherman does a really good job, I hear.
Yeah, the whole crew. Taylor Rooks. You know, they do a great job at Amazon, and obviously they spend enough money. You gotta get
oh my God, yeah.
for what they bid for that Thursday night package, exclusively streaming on Amazon.
You an Amazon subscriber?
I am now.
You paid for it.
I got good parents, so I got good parents. I just say, Mom, I need your login.
Yeah, Lantine just got that punt away off the low snap. Not how it wasn't blocked, but any event down to the 41, and the Chiefs will take over with 53 seconds to go, and they're up by 28. So for the Braves, again, it doesn't get any easier. If you look at the schedule that they have each week, this American division is the cream of the crop. Group 5, it's it. So it is the prep next week for this Williamstown team. They go to Richland and take on the Hermits. See if we can get a score for them. Passing untouched all the way through. 59 yards and a touchdown.
Well, I guess you can say the straw has broken the camel's back there on that run.
We've been doing this a long time here. I've never seen an outcome like this.
Not here. Not at Williamstown.
Nope.
There's a lot of pride in this alumni, in this program, the administrators, the trainers, the football staff, the coaches, and these players haven't lived up to the bill. And I understand how it snowballs when you realize, you know, at 21-6, you don't get an opportunity. You go down 28-6, and you think pretty much the game is over, but you cannot lay down and roll over. You got to continue to fight. And they didn't show any fight on that last play.
Padgett with the 41st Cherokee point tonight. 41-6. 42 seconds left in the third. That is not a lie, folks. 41-6 Cherokee. Coming into this game, they've won 2 in a row, and they are in a good spot to win their 3rd in a row. And that is a touchback from Pagic. So with 42 seconds left, the clock will run because the difference is greater than 33 points. Chris Losey, Coffee Jones, the BFA Sports crew is here. Next week, very special edition of high school football and BFA. We're going to Hamilton.
Well, it's going to be fun.
Hamilton will host Timber Creek. Catch all the action, 7 o'clock.
Speaking of Timber Creek,
yes.
Kevin Leary, they got a big game tomorrow.
NC State.
Number 10 in the country, going to Clemson. They had a big win against them. He knocked off Clemson last year at home.
Yeah.
In the Wolfpack, it's a top 10 matchup. Might be game of the week. Some people's eyes. I know Kirk Herbstreit, we talked about him. They're going to be down there.
Are they going to be down there?
They're going to be in Death Valley. For the night game. It's going to be in prime time.
See, that's a great job for Kirk. I mean, Herbie can do anything. Yeah. NFL on Thursdays, college on Saturday. I love the fact that the networks allow it to do that because Amazon's not a network. That's the only way it would work, right?
Not everybody has a great crew like us at BFA where we get all the stats and everything we need.
We sure do. Nixon got tripped up, cut down, actually, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. 41-6, 12 minutes left here on BFA.
Make this your best season ever with Game Changer's amazing new features. Like automatically compiled hit clips that load directly into your player profile, along with your stats. Watch, download, and share with fans and recruiters. Track pitch type and pitch velocity, and display it in the live stream. And watch it all, live, on the web. Check out these amazing new features you can start using now in the app, or learn more at gc.com.
No one out-cheeses, out-meats, out-supremes, out-crusts, or outstuffs the Hut. Because when it comes to making your favorites, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
Pizza Hut wings are bigger and better than the other pizza guys' wings. No one outwings the Hut.
We start the 4th quarter with a 2nd down and 9, and as soon as we get the whistle, we'll have a running clock, which we do right now. Drew Craig, see if he can get some offense going here in the last 12 minutes. It's Nixon again. Got a yard. 3rd down and 7 coming up, and I think Tom Kelly knows that it's time to unload the bench, and here they come.
Yeah, you're going to start to see some of the backups on both sides of the ball.
Yep.
Try to get some quality playing time. As hard as he played, Keyshawn Nixon, you see him holding his ribs.
Yeah.
Little guy took a beating.
He did. A lot of them did, actually. Is it my turn to do my favorite Ron Paulus, AYO? Remember that? All you others.
Everybody else can get some opportunity.
All you others.
But we've seen it in past years. Look, you got to be honest with yourself,
Sure.
Chris. What we've seen at Williamstown, you've whooped a lot of people 41-6.
You've been on the other end.
They've been waiting for the opportunity. Just like the Warriors a couple of years ago when Clay and Steph were hurt.
Yeah.
You were waiting for the chance to stick it back to them. And now you got to eat your dinner. You got to eat your vegetables too. So you're going to take some whoopings during some of your down seasons like this one. Fight your way to get back on top as we only got 10 people on the field.
Another sophomore is now quarterback, Aiden Davidson, number 19, 5'11", same size like Drew. And a handoff off the right side. That stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And let's see who that was. That was Joe Atifi. Another sophomore. So it'll be officially a gain of a yard for Atifi, and 3rd down. There's a flag down.
Well, what else is new?
Flag down. Really? It does stop. The question was, does the clock stop? The clock stops on what we call pits.
Call it out.
Penalties, injuries, timeouts, scores, dead ball. It's got to be unsportsmanlike. Personal foul against Williamstown. And he's ejected. He just threw him out of the game.
Somebody on the other side, and he's ejected.
And he's ejected.
All right, at least he's fair. Sorry about that.
Wow. A 35-point game, and we have 2 ejections. Can we run that one back? So the foul came, let's see where the flag came from. And let it run through, Ryan, if we can, all the way. We got nothing. We got nothing. We got nothing. We got nothing. We still have nothing. Oh, it's off the screen. All right. See how they all reacted?
Yeah, you can see a couple players from Williamstown starting to run over to help their teammate out. Don't know who it was, but referees are going to sort it out.
Well, not only that, but Mr. Conroy's got some homework tonight because he's going to have to go into the website and disqualify those players and put them in the system. Not sure what it is, but for Tom Kelly, that might be the worst. I mean, you talk about lack of discipline and unsportsmanlike here, one there. Now you just got a kid chucked. And you have to say to yourself, what is going on?
Yeah, right now it's just ugly all around if you're a Williamstown fan. I'm sure the coaching staffs on the other side of Cherokee are not happy about that lack of discipline by one of their defenders, especially in a ball game of this nature. You can show a little bit more sportsmanship.
Coach Gladys calls a timeout. I think that timeout, if nothing else, it's just to try to settle down everybody. We'll see if we can get the players that were ejected, and we'll report it to you. Because in high school, they will not broadcast or report through a microphone a player that was penalized. Like they won't say holding 78. They'll just say holding. That may change too, though. There they are. One bench, very happy. All right, so we're getting word that it is Kareem Prunty, 79, a sophomore lineman for Williamstown, who was ejected. Now we're going to have to look at our sheet for Cherokee. We're not going to find him on that sheet, so let's see if we can go on the folder. 73, this is a punt from Lantine, and this is, no, it's not Lantine, but it's off the side of his foot. And it rolls out of bounds. Yeah, it was Lantine to the 39-yard line, but this clock will run as they change the possession with 9:30 to go. 73 for Cherokee. We'll find out who it was that was ejected. Chris Terrian. If it's who I think it is, do you know who his father was?
No, sir.
Played for the Flyers, defenseman for the Flyers.
Wow.
So now we got to hit up. Oh boy! All right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Hockey, son of a hockey legend, kicked out for fighting.
Oh, on the loose ball. Down by Cherokee. It's going to be a loss in the play. All right. John Phillips, number 26, into the game. .8:20 to go on the clock. We are in a running clock situation. It's 2nd down and 20. And this is off the left side, and that is Isaiah Jordan. The handoff. He'll get nothing.
Better job by Ethan Alexander. Watched him on that play. He just kind of came off the edge unblocked in a better angle. Ran down the running back from behind. Good play. One of the reserve defensive players for the Braves.
$7:40 to go. 3rd and 20. The ball is back at the 49-yard line. And once again at quarterback is John Phillips. You can tell, Coffee, see how clean the jerseys are? I don't know if you make that observation.
Old school. What formation is this? People don't know it on TV. It's the I formation. You got a fullback, tailback behind him, 2 receivers on each side.
Why not? So what makes it the I? Is it just the
backfield?
Just the backfield, right?
It's the alignment of the backfield, two running backs, and got to respect just the nostalgia of it. Physicality that Cherokee showed today. They didn't use the passing game. They played tough on defense, obviously pitching a shutout defensively, not giving up a point. Their special teams came to play. Their offense sputtered in some spots, but they were physical in the run game. They controlled the clock.
Yep.
They're going to walk away with their 3rd victory of the season.
6:25 to go. Pitch, left side. Whoops. Oh, no, don't do that. Isaiah Jordan wipes out in the backfield, and then it was Peyton Rhoda, junior linebacker, who took him down again. But they're thankfully not going to call anything on that as we are under 6 minutes to go. And the only thing that can stop it now is Pitts.
Penalties, injuries, timeouts, and scores.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Call it tips? I mean, I don't know. You want to mix it up a little bit?
Sure. Spit. Tips. Ips. By the way, Chris Terrian is texting with me. He's like, my kid just got thrown out. Bundy. But we don't know what happened. Sure, we'll find out. Tom Kelly. Don't forget, Coach's Show. Come see us at Rax in Williamstown. It's on the Pike. There's a pitch to the left. And there's a slam dunk. But unfortunately, it was one of the ball carriers. It was a Tiffy.
And Jordan
when your
Kennedy,
shirt looks like that, you got slam dunked.
Yeah, Jordan Kennedy didn't get his block at the tight end position. They tried to run that quick toss. You pick up your man, you can get some yardage. You don't get your block, and you lose 4 yards on first down.
Left-handed toss there. How about a Tiffy out of bounds? He will not have a brave first down. He's at the 45. So it's going to be a third down and about 4. He got 11, though, on that play.
You see some of these underclassmen. That's what made Williamstown so good in past years, the depth that they had to go on that run, the state champions, 2 years.
There he is.
You had some guys that came up through the ranks that didn't really play as much in those first couple of years with the starting units, but as they blew teams out in scores like this, some of those guys, those underclassmen, got some valuable playing time.
Mm-hmm. So they actually put the ball back at the 46. So now it's 3rd and 6, and I think they're even commenting about that here as they try a direct snap, and Cole Allen is dropped immediately on the direct snap. We want to get all the kids mentioned if we can. Thomas Kent, senior defensive lineman right there, number 77, made the stop.
the end of the day, you want to continue to fight hard. These kids on offense are trying their best. They got to be even better.
Down to 3 minutes. And looks like 4th and 11 for the Braves. Again, it's a Tifi, and I think it's be a first down for the Braves, and it is inside the 40. Down to the 38. Bad. Joe Latifi.
Good for the sophomore. There you see, he goes home, inside handoff, come off that jet sweep action. He just gets downhill, picks up a first down. I like that from the sophomore. A little bit of juice there.
2:20 to go and a first down. Nice little toss. Latifi again. Middle for a gain of about 6 on that play. Dante Harrison on the stop. By the way, tonight's game was produced by Ryan Schumacher, directed by Andrew Jersky. Camera tonight, John Tucker, Nick Penza, Charles Hope, MIA. He's attending a wedding. The executive producers of BFA Sports are Al Fisher, Doug Stasic, and Brian Murray. The second guy in that list is here tonight. As Tifi gets out of bounds.
I'm gonna ask Charles, is he filming the wedding?
I don't think so. I think he's a guest.
That'd be the funny part. He stands in the middle of the church.
Minute 25 to go. There we go. Hello.
It's the rest of our crew.
It's us right there. In case I didn't know who I was, there's my name right there. You know, I got to talk to wardrobe because this makes me look really big.
You're a big guy, Chris. You work out.
No.
You know you referees get nowadays. There's no size limit on referees now.
You had to show my bald head. Well done. Thankfully, we've got a minute left. Davidson on the roll. That pass is complete to Jordan Kennedy. Got about 6 on that play. And I think we're going to have one more play. So don't forget, join us Thursday night at Rex in Williamstown, the coaches show. Tom Kelly, other guys on the staff. A lot of fun. Members of the Huddle Club join us, and we have a nice meal afterwards. So join us Thursday night, 7:30 on BFA. And then Friday, again, a special Hamilton and Timber Creek. Also a reminder, Saturday morning, it's ACCC Women's Volleyball called by Ryan Schumacher. 11 o'clock. That's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy that. But the clock shows 0. We are done. That's our ball game tonight in Williamstown. The final score, Cherokee comes in and rolls through at Williamstown, and they win 41-6. For the entire crew, Coffee Jones, this is Chris Losey. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, women's volleyball Saturday morning, and we will see you at Rex on Thursday, and then Friday, a special edition of high school football in Hamilton. Till then, good night, everybody.